Welcome back to the This Week in SCC Sports podcast. This week I'm joined with Spa Catholic baseball player Nick Winslow, who will be announcing his college commitment later on in this episode. But first, me and Nick were just going to talk about the baseball season that just ended last Friday. Nick, it's nice to have you on the show.
You too, Brandon.
So, Nick, the season obviously, you guys ended up with a 17-4 record, and it ended in the first round of sectionals versus Tamarack. What can you take out of the season?
We played really good. We gave it all we got. We had a couple of unfortunate events that happened during our season, but we stuck to our script. We worked hard, and we gave it all we got.
Yeah, and Nick, this year was really a breakout year for you. I believe you ended with a batting average around 480. You had a really hot second half of the year after we came back from Florida. What did you think of your performance this year?
I just showed it all on the field. I worked really hard in the off season to get to this point. I just wanted to contribute directly to the team and our effort to win a championship.
Now, yes, that's right. We did win another Wasserman League title. That is now 3 in a row. We've only been in the league 3 years. We've won the title 3 years. What's it mean to win a Wasserman League title?
It's awesome. Every year, it shows how hard we play and how talented our group and our school is. And
when you really look at the Wasserman League this year, there was a lot of talent coming out of it between Mechanicville, Tamarack, Hoosick Falls even gave us a little bit of trouble in a couple games. And you look at Greenwich and Stillwater and Waterford, who we lost to in a game. But overall, the league this year was probably the most talented league we've been in since I can remember. I've been closely following the baseball program since 8th grade, and I thought that this year's league was just insane competition-wise. What did you think of it?
In the 4 years of varsity, for me, this was the toughest competition that I've played at the high school level.
And you could say that the team that you played on this year was the most talented out of the 4 years that you've been on.
Definitely.
When you look at the pitching staff of Terrell Tillman and Ryan and Caden Awad and
very deep.
Yes, Ryan McCarroll could be a ace on basically, I don't know, more than half of the Wasserman League teams, and he was our number 2 pitcher. So, let's talk about Ryan for a quick second. So he's only a sophomore now. He'll be a junior next year. How do you think he's going to play next year?
Next year, I think he's going to make some big gains. I think he'll be one of the best pitchers in the league, the best junior pitcher next year, and he'll be throwing in the mid-80s.
Yeah, definitely. I really saw improvement from him this year. His first year on varsity, he got the opening day start. Or no, he didn't get the opening day start, but he pitched in the first game. He really pitched well for being a number 2 pitcher behind Terrell. And you look at some of the other guys on our team who were there for their first year. Aiden Corey made a pretty big impact in the outfield. Other guys, Jordan Catone defensively he was solid. Hitting, there's still room for improvement, but that's with everyone. So I don't know. I like the play of Aiden Corey, Jordan, and then you guys still return Dante Marin and Ryan and you, and so of course the losses of Terrell and Caden and Ross are going to be big, but in the long run, I think that we're going to be just fine next year because even though we're losing players, so is the rest of the Wasserman League. There's a lot of talented seniors. What do you think?
I think next year we'll still be a force in this league. I think we definitely are the top team in the league still, and we could make it far in sectionals next year.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, in the last 4 years of sectionals, let's see, this year was knocked down the first round, the year prior, sectional semifinal, the year prior to that, sectional final, and the year prior to that, sectional final. So it's really just shows that how dominant of a team we've been for the last X amount of years. I believe Coach Lambert showed me a stat, and we've won 9 of the last 10 league championships in the leagues that we've been in. It's just, it's crazy to think about just how dominant the team has been over the last 10 years. But All right, Nick. Now we're going to get to your college commitment. So the 3 schools that you listed to me that you have been thinking about, you've been mulling, were Albany, Binghamton, and Siena. So, Nick, would you like to say anything prior to your commitment?
Yeah. Before I announce my commitment, I'd first like to thank everyone who has supported me up to this point, including my family, my coaches for both school and travel ball, my teammates, and anyone else who has supported me through my journey up to this point. It was hard, multiple schools to pick from, and I really thank all the coaches for making an effort to recruit me into their program. But for my decisions, I will be continuing my baseball and academic career at the University of Albany.
So Albany it is, the Albany Great Danes, coached by John Mueller, who went 28-23 this year in the America East Conference. Nick, why Albany over those other 2 great schools?
I love the other schools, but Albany, just a great program, very nice campus and school. I loved it.
Now, head coach John Mueller, you've had talks with him before. What do you think of him?
He's a great guy, very hardworking guy, wants the best for his team, and I want to be a part of a program like that.
Definitely, and I believe there's a player who from the or probably a couple players from the Capital Region on that team. Do you happen to know anyone who's on the team or play with anyone in travel ball who's on the team?
Not really. So it'll be cool getting to know everyone and playing baseball.
You'll be playing in the America East Conference, which is Albany, Binghamton, UMBC, University of Vermont. So definitely some good baseball programs there. But so Albany it is, ladies and gentlemen. A name to remember: Nick Winslow. Nick, congratulations on your commitment.
Thank you, Brandon.
We'll see you guys next week on YouTube and any other podcast platform. So stay tuned.